What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Mana today. Decentraland's token, Mana. You use Mana to buy land in Decentraland, digital land, right? This one comes to us at the request of Mr. Ron. Ron, we're talking about this for you. It's been a while. I've been meaning to make a video on Mana, but here we are. Here we are now. You know, I was a little bit bullish the last time that we were talking. I did think that, I remember the last time I made my video. I don't remember when it was. I think it was before this low. I think it was. I was calling for this like double bottom, saying that we might have found our low, and that it might be go time for Mana. I was really excited. You know, prices started to move up, volume was increasing, things were looking good. But then what did we do? We rejected a previous area of support, a previous area of resistance. We rejected this zone, and we went lower. We went lower pretty quickly actually, and had a very dramatic bottom. You know, this could have been some kind of like a fake out, a lower low to a certain degree, right? It's not a triple bottom, it's nothing like that. It's actually like a notably lower low, relatively speaking at least. From low to high, you literally went right to your 1272, literally right to it. And here you are, you actually got above your 886 again, and you found support on it, went all the way up to your 382. Now we're battling it out in this area. There is potential for this thing to go up, but when I zoom out, I can't help but be a little bit bearish. And I've packed my bags with this thing, you guys. I've got all the Mana that I want to buy. We're not going to buy more. I mean, maybe if it were to drop like 50%, I would look to buy more. But we're not going to be buying any more. If it drops, it's just going to have to drop without me, you know, buying more. I'm just sitting on my hands waiting for the bull cycle because I do think that this thing is going to do great things. You know, I've got a $100 price prediction for this thing. For the end of this cycle, like quite literally. But, you know, there are some bullish things going on from this previous all-time high here. We are finding support right, you know, in this all-time high area. We've been battling it for sure. But the more that we linger, I feel like the greater the risk of dropping to a previous like closing high, something like this would be, or maybe even this range down here, something that would be between, what is that? That's like 14 to 16 and a half cents, something like that, right? Let's see if we can get any fibs that line up with that. If we take this low here to this high, and we look for extensions, yeah, the 1618 is right there. The 1618 is at 14.4. I was looking at this fib earlier. This one, I think they might be at the same. Let's see, from bottom to top. Yeah, man, look at that. Your 618 and your 1618. So the extension, the golden extension off of this move from a low to a high, the extension down is the 1618. The retracement from this low to high of this move, the retracement of the golden ratio, not the golden extension, but the golden ratio, they're at the same price level essentially, right there around 14.2 to 14.5 cents. It's not encouraging for price to go up higher, you know, but taking away this fib, at least in the immediate term, you know, looking at this, how prices kind of reacted, came down, held your 382 for support. Arguably, you bounced off your 0.5. I mean, you literally did tip it, but you on a closing basis, you held your 382 as support, rejected your 236 once, twice. That kind of move is classic, and you tend to get a move that takes you right to your 618, which you did. Found support, came up, went lower, down to your 886, rejected the 618, below your 886, rejected your 886. This kind of look, you guys, to me, like if I was just looking at this without looking at the fact that, you know, we are kind of in an area of previous all-time highs, looking at this alone, I feel like the statistical likelihood that we would see a 1272, if not a 1618 extension is inevitable. Like I feel like it's like it looks too clean of a rejection off the 886. Like whenever you reject, when you go below the 886 like this, after showing respect on your fibs, like so you know it's the real deal, like this is pretty condemning to at least see something that's at like 21 cents, if not lower. So that's the one thing that's got me the most bearish, is looking at this fib right now. You know, looking at taking away the fibs, taking away like the eye candy. If we're looking at the RSI here on the weekly, the RSI looks like shit too, man. It looks very weak. Lingering in this bearish area of control, bouncing off the oversold zone, but promoting nothing afterwards. I'm not liking it. I'm definitely not liking it, man. You do have bullish divergence, sure, you do. I don't know though. I don't know though, man. Maybe you don't. I don't know. Daily RSI looks weak too. Rejected your 50 back into the bearish area of control. Probably want to see oversold, man. If you give on a closing basis, if you close below here, below about what is that, 26.9 cents really. If you close below there, I think it's on to 21 cents to 14 cents, somewhere in that range. So maybe I will buy some more, man. Maybe I actually will. Maybe I'll have to redact that. Maybe I will buy some more. I'm not selling. I really am not selling because I'm definitely not going to sell at the previous all-time high. You know what I mean? That's not my style. But if we went lower, maybe to the closing monthly high, right there, I might buy there. I'm not going to look to buy the absolute like lowest. Like if it's the 1618 here is at 14.48 cents. The 618 of this overall move is at like 14.25 cents. I'll probably buy at like 15 cents, maybe just below 15 cents. That's fine with me, which is again just below this monthly closing high. So I feel like I'm already getting away with murder there. So probably 15 cents is where I would buy, honestly. But you know, that's neither here nor there. That's some time before then. But if it happens, I would assume that it's going to happen soon, that we're going to start to make our move down. And the real kind of test, the testament of that, the proof in the pudding, if you will, would be closing below this area here, which is at 26.89 cents. So really 26.9 cents. If we close below there on a daily basis, which at this point I'm kind of convinced that we will, that it becomes inevitable. Contrary to that, you know, the one thing that I'd be looking for us to negate that, to go higher, would be the same thing that's kind of condemned us in the first place. Let's get above this 886. You know, it's a weekly closing place also. Let's get above this 886. Close above 32.13 cents, and then we can talk about things going higher. But until then, bearish look. Definitely got a bearish look. So that's all I got for you guys. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to see more. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.